my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
Let me tell y'all something. This story right here feels like it was pulled straight from a dramatic movie. If you thought the situation between Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert had settled down, think again. What just went down at their daughter's birthday party has everyone talking, and not in a good way. We're talking about yelling, unexpected guests, raw emotions, and guests walking out of what was supposed to be a sweet, innocent celebration. It all started with what looked like the perfect party setup. Balloons were everywhere, pink and gold. Decorations filled the space, cupcakes looked almost too beautiful to eat, and there was a general feeling of love in the air, or so it seemed. Teyana was front and center, hosting the event with her usual energy and warmth. She looked stunning, not just because of her outfit or makeup, but because she was glowing with the effort of holding everything together for her daughter. The music was soft, people were smiling, and the whole scene felt like something you'd find on a Pinterest board. It was clear that Teyana put her heart into planning every little detail. This party wasn't just about cake and balloons, it was about giving her daughter a happy memory, something pure and joyful in the middle of all the drama that's been going on behind closed doors. People were enjoying themselves, chatting, sipping drinks, and watching the kids laugh and play. But then, out of nowhere, everything changed. That's when Iman Shumpert walked through the gate. Yes, her ex-husband. The man at the center of months of emotional chaos and public tension. And here's the kicker, he wasn't even invited. Sources close to Teyana say she made it very clear that she didn't want him at the party. She had reportedly asked him to stay away, wanting to avoid any drama and keep the day peaceful for their daughter. But there he was, showing up with a big gift bag and a casual smile, like everything was perfectly fine. At first, the guests weren't sure what to think. Some thought maybe he had changed his mind and gotten permission to be there. Others immediately felt the energy shift. When Teyana saw him, her face dropped. All the light she'd been holding onto disappeared in a flash. You could see it, she was hurt, shocked, and frustrated all at once. Still, she kept her composure. She didn't create a scene right away. She pulled Iman to the side, trying to talk things out quietly. But it didn't stay quiet for long. People nearby could hear the tension rising. It wasn't just a simple "why are you here" conversation. Teyana was upset. She reportedly told Iman that he had no right to show up uninvited, not after everything that had gone down between them. Teyana, trying to stay calm, was visibly shaking. But Iman wasn't backing off. He insisted that he had every right to be there, that he wasn't going to miss his daughter's birthday, and that Teyana had been keeping him away. And that's when things exploded. Voices got louder. People started looking around, unsure of what to do. A few guests gently led their kids away from the area, sensing things were about to get worse. Then, in the middle of all the tension, Teyana snapped. She pointed at Iman and shouted, "Get out of my life." It wasn't whispered. It wasn't hidden behind closed doors. She said it right there in front of everyone. Family, friends, and even a couple of people filming for social media caught the moment on camera. Everything froze for a second. Iman didn't say much after that. His expression changed. He dropped the gift bag next to a table and walked out, not saying another word. But the damage was already done. The energy of the party had completely shifted. Teyana tried to put on a brave face and continue hosting, but you could see that her heart just wasn't in it anymore. The joy had been drained from the room. Guests began leaving early, not because they didn't care, but because the whole atmosphere felt too heavy. What should have been a beautiful day for their daughter turned into a public display of pain and conflict. Later that evening, social media exploded. Clips of the moment started making the rounds. Guests who had their phones out captured blurry, but emotional footage. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everyone had something to say. Debates sparked online. Did Iman have the right to show up? Did Teyana overreact? Was this just another example of broken co-parenting? Both Teyana and Iman posted subtle responses. Teyana shared a story that simply read, "Protect your peace, even when it hurts." No names, no details, but everyone knew exactly what she meant. Meanwhile, Iman posted a throwback photo of himself holding their daughter on a past birthday with the caption, "Always worth the chaos." That one post sent people into a frenzy. Some applauded him for trying to show up as a father. Others said he was being manipulative and selfish, turning a private day into a public scene. This whole moment has opened up a larger conversation about co-parenting when emotions are still raw. Teyana and Iman weren't just any couple, they were seen as a symbol of Black love. People were invested in their relationship. So when it fell apart, it didn't just feel like a breakup. It felt like the end of a dream for many fans. And now, every emotional moment between them feels like a public chapter in a painful book. Sources close to Teyana say she's exhausted. She feels like Iman picks and chooses when to play the devoted dad in public, while being inconsistent behind closed doors. She reportedly told him in advance that the party was meant to be peaceful and for close friends and family only. If he really cared, she said, he could have found a respectful way to be involved, not by showing up uninvited and turning the whole event upside down. On the flip side, sources connected to Iman say he feels like he's being cut off, that he's not just being pushed away by Teyana, but also from his daughter. According to them, he feels like Teyana is crafting the public story to make him look like the villain. From his point of view, all he wanted was to be present on his daughter's special day. Still, even if his intentions were good, showing up without permission did more harm than good, at least in Teyana's eyes. Then there's the Aaron Pierre factor, Teyana's current partner. His absence from the party didn't go unnoticed. It sparked new rumors all over social media. Some think he stayed away to avoid stirring the pot. Others believe his absence might point to issues between him and Teyana. What's making it even more suspicious is his silence. Aaron usually posts something subtle when drama hits, a quote, a lyric, a photo that says a lot without saying anything. But this time, nothing. Not a single word, post, or reaction. And in a situation where everyone seems to be speaking, whether with captions, shade, or emotion, Aaron's silence is loud. Since that disastrous birthday party, things between Teyana and Iman have reportedly gone completely cold. They don't communicate directly anymore. Everything is handled through lawyers or third-party mediators. Some insiders are saying they may end up back in court, possibly to revisit their custody agreement or create firmer boundaries for public events. If that happens, things could get even more intense. People are divided. Some believe Teyana was too harsh and that Iman had every right to see his daughter. Others argue she had every right to protect her peace, especially after what she's been through. But the one thing everyone agrees on, their daughter didn't deserve this. She should have had a day full of laughter and love, not one clouded by tension and conflict. The heart of this is a little girl caught in the middle of two adults with a long and emotional history. She doesn't understand the full story, not yet. She just wants her parents to be happy and to show up for her in ways that make her feel safe and loved. Unfortunately, in situations like this, there are no real winners, only wounds that keep getting reopened, especially when it all plays out so publicly. What was supposed to be a celebration turned into a painful reminder of how much healing still needs to happen. But this doesn't feel like the end of the story. If anything, it feels like a new chapter is beginning. Will Iman speak up again? Will Teyana sit down for a tell-all interview? Will Aaron finally break his silence? Nobody knows. But one thing is clear. People are watching, and this story is far from over. In a world where privacy is almost impossible, even a birthday party can become the next headline. So hold tight, because with these three, the next plot twist could drop at any moment.